Around 8 p.m., Evan calls Claudia's house and asks us to come over. Claudia tried to play it cool. We know, you're dipping off, Kiana says. Oh, good. I didn't want to keep saying it, Claudia replied, sounding relieved. I start laughing. Not that serious. We don't care. I didn't want y'all to be mad, she says. Mad at what? Girl, please, I reply. I really don't care, even if Kiana isn't here or I don't see Tavior. She can go be with Evan without feeling like she's upsetting me. Do I look cute? Claudia asks. She's looking at herself in the mirror. She had on black leggings and a black belly shirt. You're about to take your clothes back off, so Kiana replies. Yes, but I want to look cute initially. You sneaky bitch. You said you weren't fucking. I knew you were lying, Ayana blurts out. I start laughing hysterically. Claudia looks like she's trying to think of a lie, and before she could speak, Ayana threw a pillow at her face. As we were coming down the stairs, Ayana was headed home as we're going to Evans. Claudia's mother asked if we ate and where we were going. Claudia told her we will eat and clean up when we come back to leave the food out. Her mother was so exhausted from working double shift, she didn't even realize Claudia never answered about where we were going. I hurried out the side door so I didn't need to lie to her mother. We talked to Ayana in front of the house for a few minutes in case her mother came looking for us, plus we had to wait for the side door to be open at Evan's house. After a few minutes, Tavior comes outside and smiles. Summer Rayne. I start smiling. Ayana was telling us something that happened in school, so I hold up one finger asking him to wait a second. He blows me a kiss. Then the black car pulls up. I'm positive it's the same car now. Tavior's smile drops. The car creeps a bit, then parks a few houses down. Ayana, go home, says Tavior in a stern tone. But I'm telling a story, she replies, sounding annoyed. Tell them the rest later. Go home and tell Day to call E. Ayana rolls her eyes. I'll be back tomorrow, she replies. Summer, y'all come on, he says. We all look confused. Claudia doesn't look as confused, more like she's trying to blend in with us, so I realize she knows more than she said. We all start to walk toward the house. Tavior grabs my hand as to let them walk before me. Claude, tell E or just come out, he says. Claudia nods and walks downstairs. Kiana follows her and Tavior lets my hand go. I'll be right there, baby, he says. I just walk downstairs. Justin walks out immediately after I come in and Evan follows right after. It's an awkward silence in the basement now. I'm not really sure why none of us are speaking. Claudia gets up to go to the bathroom, and while she's in the bathroom, the guys come back in laughing like nothing happened. What's up, y'all? Where's Claudia? Evan says. Bathroom, Kiana and I say in unison. Evan smirks and walks to the back. We already know what that meant. Justin turns the video game on and hands Kiana the other game controller. I thought that was so cute. I'm about to bust your ass for all the shit you talk, Justin says excitedly. I have 2 brothers. I'm nice. When you lose, don't cry, Kiana replies in a sassy tone. Tavior sits next to me fairly close, holds my hand, looks at me in a loving way and says, my boy is gonna bust your homegirl's ass. Yeah, right, you wish. Let's make a bet. What? He whispers in my ear. Just wins, you're my girl. He wins, you're my girl. But next week. I start blushing but still trying to show a tougher side. Whatever, I reply aloud and roll my eyes playfully. Kiana and Justin continue playing the game, and Kiana wins. 3 times actually. They were playing Mortal Kombat and she really was nice. Tavior looks at the time I roll my eyes and asks, gotta make a run? Yes, feisty, but come with me. I gotta go to my house real quick. I stand up to walk with him. I'll be back, Key. I'll be here busting ass. We all start laughing. Justin wasn't even embarrassed he lost. I think it actually made him like Kiana more than he did. We leave out the side door. Naturally, it was the only way out from the basement. As we are walking, Tavior grabs my hand. So you're my girlfriend, he says. Your boy lost 3 times and probably 4 by now. The rate Justin is going, I'll be 21 before I'm your girl. He starts cracking up. Summerine, you really are something, especially for your age. What's that mean? I ask and shrug my shoulders. We've been talking for what now? Like a few weeks, he asks. Yeah, so? Just some 14-year-olds be immature. Your whole crew really isn't like that. I just nod. As we get in front of his house, I stop and lean on the car. I'll be right back, he says. Mm-hmm. He didn't take that long, maybe 2 or 3 minutes tops. When he comes back out, there's 2 girls with him. They're identical and look like female versions of him, just a bit darker in complexion. I figured it was his twin sisters. Summer Rain, these are my sisters, Taylor and Tasha. Taylor and Tasha, this is Summer Rain. They both smile almost instantly. I smile back. Hey, how are you? I say. She's pretty, Tay. One twin says, I don't know who's who. Thank you, I reply immediately. Y'all are pretty too, I follow up with. Don't swell her head any more. She already has the whole neighborhood chasing her, says Tavior. The twins start laughing. I'm Taylor, says one in a pink t-shirt. I'm Tasha, says the other twin in a white tank top. Unless y'all wear these shirts next time, I won't be able to tell you apart, but it's nice to meet you both. We all start laughing. Tasha's head is bigger, says Tavior. Shut up, Tavior, she replies. The secret is Tasha always has stud earrings. She hates everything else, says Taylor. I giggle and say thank you. The twins tell Tavior they're walking to the store and they leave from the stoop. Y'all come right back, he shouts as they're walking away. Taylor raises her hand and waves it without turning around, telling him to go away. How old are they? I ask. I told you, same age as you. 14. They'll be 15 in December. They're in Springfield too? Yep, he says. Oh. Now you'll come to Springfield? I laugh. No. Don't matter what school you go to, you're still my girl, he says. I wave my hand at him the same way Taylor did. He starts laughing and says, Oh yeah? And he reaches over and pokes me in my ribs in a ticklish manner. Naturally, I jump since I'm ticklish. Ah, you're ticklish, he says in a surprised tone. Oh God. Just a mental note, he says with a smirk. I roll my eyes in a playful fashion. Tavior grabs my hand and locks his fingers in mine. You ready? He asks. I forgot we left Kiana and Justin playing the game. Well, we left Justin losing. Yeah. As we're about to start walking, these 2 girls walk by Tavior's house. One looks us up and down and looks shocked, almost hurt. The other looks annoyed. They're both pretty. They almost look like they could be related. They're likely sisters. They're both a milk chocolate complexion with almond-shaped eyes, full lips, and shoulder-length black hair that fell perfectly around their face. As they're approaching, the girl who looks more annoyed says, What's up, Tavior? In a standoffish kind of way. The girl who looks shocked or hurt says, I see you, Tavior. And they don't stop to engage with him. I'm not really giving this any thought. What's up, y'all? He replies back to the both of them. The annoyed-looking girl just shakes her head and they continue to walk. We start to walk down the block and he didn't let my hand go. I can't even lie and say I didn't enjoy being in his presence. Summer Rain. What's your last name? Williams. Why? Just completing the whole name, Summer Rain Williams. And yours? Jackson. Tavior, ugly middle name Jackson. I smirk and reply. He starts to laugh. I keep my word. I'll tell you everything I said I would. Okay, I shrug. You're doubting me? Nope. You better not. We get back to Evan's house, and as soon as we're about to open the side door to go back downstairs, he says, Wait a minute, and I turn around to see what happened. He kind of pushed my back against the door and kisses me. Not a peck either, a full on open mouth and tongue kiss. I hadn't really kissed anyone prior to Tavior. I tried with someone from around where I lived just to get the first kiss over with, but he was gross and it was awkward. This kiss wasn't gross or awkward. This kiss was nice and soft. I'm not sure how long the kiss lasted, but I pulled back at some point. He smiles at me and says, "Now you're really my girlfriend." I just smile. He takes my hand and we walk down the stairs. I guess Kiana and Justin didn't hear us coming because we definitely interrupted them kissing. I had to let out a small cough for them to stop. Then Tavior and I started laughing. "We can go back outside," I say. "That's perfect," says Justin. Kiana tried to say it was okay, but Tavior and I went back up the stairs into the stoop. "I'm not sure how we always get stuck outside," I say. "Yeah, me either," he replies. As he was about to say something, Davion interrupts. "Hi, Summer," he says very loudly. I start laughing. "Hi, Davion." "Oh, what's up, Tay?" he says, trying to pretend he's ignoring Tavior. "You acting like a fish," says Tavior. Fish for their crew meant corny. I'm not really sure why, but it was their word. "Stop crying, Tavior. We all know Summer is your future," he says with air quotes. "Nah, Summer is officially my girlfriend." I don't remember agreeing to this, but I also didn't disagree. I do like him. I just keep hearing my mother in the back of my head. Guys only want one thing. Then I hear Ayana telling me how all the girls like him. I hear Lauren telling me to be cautious because he's older. I can't be cautious my whole life, right? I realize I zoned out for a minute thinking of all that, and I snap back at the right moment. "Oh, word? Tavior off the market?" asks Davion. Tavior looks at me. "I'm off the market, Summer Rain?" "Yeah, you're off the market." I give a playful eye roll. Tavior smiles at me. Davion gives him a pound. "That's what's up. I'ma stop playing around with Summer now." I wasn't really playing, but I'll stop. He lets out a nervous chuckle. Tavior half laughs, more like he's trying not to show it bothers him that Davion may or may not have liked me too. It's a little awkward silence, and then Davion says he'll see us later and goes across the street to his house. Tavior waits a few minutes before speaking. "Took you long enough to be my girl," he says playfully. "I could break up with you," I reply back playfully. "Nah, you mine now. That's it." He leans in and gives me a peck on my lips. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have a boyfriend now. I cannot let my mother find out. She had me at 14, and that's her biggest fear for me. I'm 4 months away from turning 15. But still, she will flip out. I will probably never be allowed over here again.